Even though we're having technical difficulties, we're officially starting the call.
I hope you guys all had a great Christmas and Hanukkah, and I don't know if you guys, sorry, I'm having, I don't know if you guys treated and stuff, but I definitely did. I had lots of treats, lots of cookies. I had some stuff at Susan's that was really good. But I am really looking forward to getting back on track. I don't know how on track I'm going to be this week because of New Year's. I'm going to be definitely, I always have my pre-workout meal. So I always have a meal before I work out, and that's usually healthy. And I always have my shake. So those two things I'm pretty good with. And then there's lunch. I'll usually have like a big salad or something like that, or I'll use up leftovers from dinner the night before. But at dinner, I'm usually pretty good with too. It's the snacking in between, like it's this, because the stuff is still around, like the cookies and the things are still around, and I have kids. We're going to a party on Saturday, so I know I'm gonna, I have to kind of account for that. Like anytime that there's some kind of a party, and then New Year's Eve, we're probably gonna stay home, but we will probably have some treats and things like that. Appetizer type stuff that's not all healthy. There'll be some healthy things, but it's not all. Like if we do buffalo wings, it's probably not going to be the healthy version, But so I don't know how much. I know that Mike picked up a rotisserie chicken. He picked up some salmon. We usually do like salmon fillets, right? What are they, like a fillet?
Oh,
they're frozen.
Skin on. Also,
yes.
I'm going out a big 4-pound pork loin.
Oh yeah, pork loin.
Steak fajitas are falling out.
Oh, okay. So I guess we do have a plan. All right. See, he has a plan. So, all right. So it's really just, I think that I'm definitely going to be better this week than I was last week. That's for sure. But I'm not really going to be 100% probably till January 6th when we do the refresh. But I am going to have a plan, and I'm going to try to stick to it as much as possible. But I'm not going to beat myself up for having a little treater here, like for New Year's Eve on Saturday and that kind of a thing. But I definitely don't want it to be like a free-for-all, only because I feel it. Like I feel miserable when I eat too much of that stuff. I'm very sluggish. I have no energy. That kind of a thing. So anyway, so breakfast, we have eggs, right? We don't.
Maybe I got roasted peppers, and we already have crumbled feta.
Like a frittata?
Frittata.
All right.
Instapot.
The Instapot frittatas? So we're probably going to do, did anybody get an Instapot for Christmas?
Hey, I'm obsessed. Joelle, you don't have one?
It's so good.
She's on mute.
It's the best.
Unmute yourself, Miss. Joey, you're muted.
Joelle, if you tap the screen and then the bottom left corner should say.
Yeah, I did it on purpose because there was a lot of background noise here. But no, I didn't get that Instapot. I have to get suggesting here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, for 3 kids. Because we celebrate the little Christmas.
Yes.
January 6th, so hopefully I'll get that.
Oh, good. That'd be great.
How
are you doing? Yeah. How do you do with the holidays and stuff? When is Little Christmas? When's the date on that?
January 6th.
Oh my gosh. So
Yes.
it's on that day. That's the exact day?
Yes.
So you don't want to do the refresh with us.
No, we don't cook anything. Like for the most part, whatever I cooked bad was done yesterday. So I cooked roasted pork and rice and salad. But I didn't eat rice yesterday. So for me that's the thing because I love rice, but
I know.
I haven't eaten rice in a long time, so I feel very proud about that.
Oh, that's great.
And not too much bread. Just I had a slice of bread yesterday because I usually cook American breakfast. So I do eggs and bacon for my family and, pancakes and, all the fun stuff for Christmas breakfast. But I think the Instapot probably will definitely gonna help me. So I'm gonna
Oh,
try.
good. Now, and with the rice, I don't know if you enjoy it or not, but you can have brown rice. So I don't know if that works for you. And I don't know, do you use the container system?
Yes. So I'm
Oh,
starting
good.
that. So, I mean, honestly, I'm so excited about this because it's really, at least I'm being disciplined about what I'm doing. So I do my shake, I do my measurements. I don't eat as I used to, and I don't get hungry like that anymore. Like I was always like antsy and hungry and always wanting sweets. But now I just drink a lot of water and
Yes.
have my shake in the morning.
Yes.
I gotta get better at exercising every day. I was traveling to work last week, so I didn't exercise as much as I should. But I ate decent. I didn't eat perfect, but I ate better. And you know, I'm getting better. I'm feeling better, and you know, and I was telling Carrie, it's like that's what I like the most. Like I feel good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes. Yep, absolutely. And you know, and like I was saying, you can have the brown rice. I don't know if you would be able to substitute that for you and your family. I don't know. Some brown rice that I find is it's so good. Like you really can't taste it, tell the difference, and you get used to it too. It's not exactly the same as what you're used to, but and then if you use the measurements, then you know how many of those containers you can get in a day, and you can certainly. Like, you don't have to deprive yourself of those things. If it's like a tradition for your family, like Susan is very, very good at tweaking things like recipes that she's enjoyed her whole life that may not be healthy. She tweaks them to kind of make them healthier, and it's been working out great for her. So don't feel like you have to give up those things.
Yeah, no, I just, with rice, I don't trust myself, so I'd rather not to eat it at all. Like, I'm okay.
Oh, yeah, because you would just eat, like for me, I would eat the whole loaf of Italian bread.
Yes. So I'm good. Like like the best thing about everything is I don't feel like I'm missing out on a lot of things. So
Good.
I'm okay.
Good. All right. So for ours, like Mike said, he's going to do it for Todd. I didn't know he was going to be this ambitious, but apparently he does not have work this weekend. So Jolie, my husband, actually does a lot of the cooking for us. He's amazing. So he enjoys it. It's his thing, and I definitely like to partake in all the stuff that he makes. And then for lunch, I don't know. I tried a new salad recipe that I brought over to my dad's last night for Christmas. The only thing that's in it that I won't be able to use is the candied pecans because it is made with brown sugar. So unless I can figure out a healthier way to make them, maybe there's a way I could do it with Truvia stevia or honey or maple syrup even. I might be able to do something like that. If that's the case, then I might try to like recreate it. But it was basically like a spring mix, asparagus, beets. I know your favorite, Katie. Beets. I would put chicken in it if I was going to have it for like lunch, and goat cheese and candied pecans. But like I said, I would either just do regular pecans, or if I could figure out a healthier candied pecan recipe, then I would do that. But that's probably going to be my salad because I have all the stuff left over. I had like enough to make 2 salads and we only ate 1. So that's probably going to be my lunch for whenever I need it. And then dinner is fajitas. It's a great recipe in the 21-Day Fix cookbook. I'll get that next. And it's awesome because I could actually make a salad out of it too. You use the steak from the recipe and the peppers and the onions, and you put it over greens with some cherry tomatoes, and you cut them in half, and you put like a balsamic over it. And so it could be a dinner, and it could also be lunch the next day. So I kind of do that too. I could like vary my salads. And then what was the other thing he said? Pork tenderloin. And I think that's it. I have the salmon I like from Costco. I don't know if you girls like salmon, but we get like the big bag. It's frozen with the skin on. It's like Alaskan salmon or whatever. So I'll do that with like a vegetable. Maybe brown rice is nice with that, or sweet potato, something like that. But that's probably going to be our plan for the week. What about you guys? What are you going to be making? Do you know yet?
Well, I actually, surprise, I have my menu set for the week. I don't know why I'm so hoarse. I hope it sounds sexy, not sick.
It does.
Anyway,
Like, that's my mom. Can you tell, by the way, that that's my mom?
Of course I can tell.
We're like twins.
You're twin.
well, welcome to the group. We're very excited to have you. So this week for breakfast, I'm going to have the banana pancakes because I have quite collection of bananas in my freezer.
So can you
And-
explain, because when you say banana pancakes, I was shocked when you told me what's actually in them and how you make them. How do you do it?
Okay, so they're very, very simple to make. You take like a very ripe banana. When you get them really ripe and you're ready to throw them out, you put them in like a bag in the freezer. I put one in each bag. And then when I'm ready to do it the night before, I'll take it out. So it's defrosted or pop it in the microwave for a second. So it's nice and mushy. And then I take 2 eggs, scramble them, and mush in the eggs, mush in the eggs, and you just make them like regular pancakes, but it is a lot thinner. It's like as if you try to make a pancake from scrambled eggs. So I kind of put it in the middle and guide it so they come out to nice circles, and I think they're absolutely delicious. And what I do is sometimes I'll put like a little
pancake and egg. There's no
pancake and
flour.
egg. That's it. Of course, they're not like the thick pancakes. And then I will put like a dollop of, you can either use, like I use light sour cream or the Greek yogurt, whatever I have in the house, just a dollop of it, and drizzle a little bit of maple syrup on them. And I think they're absolutely delicious. And it makes a nice plateful, actually, and it's perfect. My grandkids love them, so, maybe your kids might give it a whirl. And then, yeah, I'm gonna go crazy with eggs this week. Cooked eggs, no fried eggs, scrambled eggs, and put the fresh spinach in them or broccoli, just veggies most on my eggs. And
My mom follows a different. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. My mom doesn't follow the container plan. There's 2 major plans that Beachbody has. Container is like the tried and true one that they've had for a very long time. And then maybe a year and a half ago, they came out with this other plan that doesn't use containers. So it doesn't use proportions, it uses ratios. So if you have a plate and it's this big, you have to have half protein, half vegetable for one meal. And then even if you have the plate this big, it always has to be half and half. So that way your ratios of what you're eating is the same. And my mom has actually lost 35 pounds over the last year.
40 pounds, 40. Woohoo!
40 pounds. So it's called the 2B mindset. So you may sometimes hear us talk, and sometimes people don't talk about like containers or certain things. That's the 2B mindset, which people have amazing success with. It's just a little bit more free-formed for some people who don't want to know, like, oh, I have to eat another vegetable today, or oh, I have to eat another carb today. Some people.
I don't particularly like the measuring. That takes the fun out of the eating. But about the ratios, I have to tell you, for a while I was kind of like plateauing out there, and I think it's because, like you said, Carrie, it's a ratio on a plate, but you still have to be mindful of of portion control. And that's why I started mixing in sometimes a container, which would guide me to the first, like the carbs. I'd use the container and then base that proportion around it, because I was starting to overeat, thinking like, oh, this is okay, I've got the right proportions. So you learn, everybody's a little different, and you learn what works for you. So that's that. And lunches, I'm going to go crazy with salads this week. With tuna salad, maybe ham, and I'll make some hard-boiled eggs and quarter them and have that. And dinner, I'm so craving soups. I love to just in the evening have a nice hearty soup. So I'm going to make like a vegetable minestrone soup. I'm going to do that today with every vegetable I can find in the refrigerator. I'm going to do the stuffed peppers with the turkey and rice. And I like steak really a lot. So we've been getting from Restaurant Depot these strip steaks that are absolutely delicious on the grill. So I'll have that with like green beans. And instead of the mashed potatoes, I'll make mashed cauliflower. Now, Joella, you have to learn about cauliflower. It's
No,
like,
I like it. I don't like the way it smells, but I love the way it tastes. So,
well, I have news for you. We have a way we make the cauliflower into like a mashed cauliflower. I personally was a butter freak, so I like the flavor of butter. So I am Mrs. Tweak, and I try to do whatever I can to make that flavor, make the richness. So to make my the cauliflower mashed potato, I call mashed potatoes, cauliflower mashed, I cook them in like a chicken broth, and then I don't have to use the butter. So the kids, the family will eat. That's good. And cauli rice, we're all, I think, it's cauli rice. You grate it on the grater and you put it in the pan. You just kind of saute it, a little salt and pepper. And also the cauli rice is great if you want to do some stir fry. Add the vegetables in there. You could make it with shrimp or beef or chicken. And that's really a nice hearty meal. And the last thing I'm going to do this week is I'm going to make a shrimp creole. And I'll have it over cauli rice. And even though my husband will tolerate it, he likes regular rice, so I'll make that for him. So that will set me for the week. One soup and then my other meals.
good.
I'm very prepared this week. Usually I'm like, well, I can't think of it yet.
I still have a blank piece of paper, and you guys are just spouting off all the stuff that you want.
Well, you know why? Because I haven't really cooked in so long, and I have to tell you, I've been gorging out that for a week I refused to get on the scale. It would just break my heart. So I've been, like, for breakfast eating strudel or poppies decay, cookies, like, just crazy. I just totally went berserk. I'm totally fessing up. So now that's it. I just made my mind up and starting today. Made my little eggs for breakfast, and I got to get back into it because you all know, you guys do exercise. Joelle, you don't know my story, but basically I don't exercise. I work hard around the house, chase the kids around and stuff, but I don't do the formal exercising program for my own health reasons. So I have to be really, really mindful of my nutrition. And I have to get back on the whole program because it's like twice as hard for me to lose the weight. And we all know you could eat very well, but once you go off a little, it takes so much exercise, so much hard work to lose that, so.
Yep.
That's my
Yep.
little speech.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I mean, I really got to get better at just getting meals that I can put in the fridge, and because I get to my house very late in the evening. So my thing is, start to cook after 7 o'clock. It's not going to happen. So the first week that I started, I did a couple of frittatas and some banana and oatmeal, cup, like a cup. It wasn't like a cupcake, but it was, sort of like it's something that I can just throw in the microwave and eat, and I enjoy that. So I have to do, but I haven't planned on anything this week, except just trying to be good.
Well, don't beat yourself up. I mean, I don't think any of us just went like gung-ho into these programs. You're going to kind of work yourself into it. And then if you fall off, you just have to know, or put that day behind you. Let's start off fresh.
Yeah. No, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I feel like I can do this because I haven't felt like I'm not doing my best. Some days it's not perfect, but I always go back on track and and do
Every
it.
day, every little bit you do is an improvement. So that's good. You're doing great.
So last week, Joelle was in Panama for work, and Joelle still lost 3 pounds, you said, right?
Found
You were traveling.
130 longest, and I was like, I'm never gonna lose. It's been like 6 months, and 130 is my weight. And today I weighed in like 126, and I'm like,
Wow.
You have to give yourself credit with there. You have been trying. You've been having your shakes, and you were traveling, so that's awesome. So I'm really, really excited. I think that we should set like a start date for you to try 21-day fix, all 21 days through, do the program, do your measurements, make your food plans for those 3 weeks, and be on point with it. I guarantee you're going to be like, holy crap, I look and feel.
And some people in the office tell me, it's like, you look like you lost something. And I'm like, do not lie to me.
I wonder if you could start with us when we start on the 13th, I think it is. Yeah, like if you start then.
A group of everyone doing it together on the same day together. I think it'll be great.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a different program, but it doesn't really matter. Like we'll all be doing our day 1 will all be together, our day 2, like that'll be great. And if I would make a suggestion with the working out. So when you add that in, all you have to do is set your alarm clock for 35 minutes earlier than you normally wake up. So I don't know what time you normally wake up. This is just a suggestion. It doesn't work for everybody. But I find in the beginning to kind of solidify that new habit, you're trying to create a new habit where you're working out every day. It's much easier to create that habit if you do the first thing, you get it over with. You're not going to feel it as much. You're not going to feel 30 minutes of extra sleep that much. You're still going to wake up tired. Whether you wake up at 7 or 7:30, you're still waking up tired. So you just wake up 30 minutes earlier, you get the workout in first thing, get it over with, you'll be so happy, and then have your shake right after. So wake up, work out, have your shake either like while you're getting ready for work maybe, or on your way to work, have your shake. But it definitely makes a difference if you do it that way.
Even today, we get a.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Carrie?
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I got caught at work, And next thing I know, it was 6:15. I was rushing out the door to get home by 6:45 to be on the call. And now we have this call, and then I have another call at 8 o'clock. So like back to back, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Get my workout in at 9 o'clock? But if I just would have set my alarm earlier this morning and got up earlier, I wouldn't have to worry about it. And now it's like, great, now I'm going to skip my workout again today. So it is so much better to do it in the morning. It's a hard routine to get.
And I enjoy the morning workout. I feel like I get energized, and and I feel better if I do it. So
You feel empowered during the day too. You're like, I can take on anything.
I know I'll be like, I'm gonna call Carrie and bother her every day now because I have the energy. Yeah, no, I feel good, and again, thank you so much for introducing me to this, because it feels good, and emotionally I feel good about being thankful and kind of like trying to sanitize myself inside and out. So it's great. It's great. So thank you so much.
My Elena, I feel like you've been so quiet.
I know, I just been listening. You know what it is? I'm so out of, like, I'm so zoned out from the last, like, 2 weeks that I'm like, who are these people? What's happening now? I'm okay, but yeah, my eating is way, way off. I'm going to be 100% honest. My first half of the day is always perfect. My second half of the day right now for the last week has been horrendous. So I have off the next 3 days. And today, all day, I'm thinking, like, when can I eat something like bagels or rolls? Like, I just want to eat, like, really rich foods and, like, have dinner again and, like, have, like, Christmas dinner every day. And it's going to take me a little bit of time to, like, really reset my addiction. Because it's, like, a total addiction. It is, 100%. Like, I battle in my head all the time, like, food. So I can't wait for January 6th to do the Freedom Rush, just to, like, get myself, like, I didn't really gain anything or too much or anything like that, but I feel it.
I don't have a pound difference on the scale, but my pants can feel the difference from the last week. Just a little bit too tight on the button there. I just pull them up. They don't go up as easily as the It's crazy though. The scale hasn't changed for me at all. Literally not a pound.
Yeah.
Not even a tenth of a pound.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
I know.
And I'm
Same
slugging
with
for the
me.
same thing. I'm craving bad foods because when your body gets used to that and it's in your system, then you start to actually crave that more. Your body needs
100%. I crave it. Like, oh, I want to have, like, I was like going so bad that, like, I was like putting creamer back in my coffee again and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, I have to stop. Like, I have to stop. I have to, because that's a huge, huge thing. So, but no, I've been doing my workouts every day. Like, my weight hasn't changed. I'm good. But like I said, I think, like, mentally, it definitely messes with me mentally and, like, emotionally too. Like, eating bad foods like, today was great all day. Like, I drank tons of water. I was like, I feel good today. I actually feel good. So as far as a meal plan for this week, I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of like making whatever I have kind of left in my house, because we have a lot of different foods that are like frozen meats and things that we haven't cooked yet. So I'm kind of like getting all that rid of first before I do like a food shop. Like, the rest of the fruit that's still, like, that's gonna go, like, I have to eat it the next, like, day or two. So right now, until this weekend, maybe Sunday night, I'll go food shopping. But right now, from now until Saturday, I'm just gonna eat whatever's left in my house that's within the containers and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I'm in the similar boat. If Mike went to Costco, but if he didn't do that, I'd be right there with you.
And remember, if you don't have it in the house, you can't eat it. But that's easier said than done. I know it's just me and Tim in the house here, so we just don't have the junk. But, like, I've had times where I just can't control myself. We had a leftover cake from my Christmas party. I literally took the thing and put it down the food disposal, the whole cake. I'm going like this. I had to get it out of here. And we have some cream left over from the whipped cream I made for rice pudding last night. I just dumped it down this. I can't have it there. That's the only way I can do it. Just throw it in the garbage and that's it.
I feel so bad doing that, but at the same time,
You feel worse if you eat it.
yes.
And why do you girls, let me ask you a question. Why do you have to wait till January 6th? You're like, I'm going to be good starting January 6th. What about?
No, it's not that I am going to be good. I'm doing a 3-day refresh on January 6th is our start date. That's when we're doing
Right,
the
but don't
3-day
mess up
refresh.
from now till then, please.
Well, I'm not
No.
messing up totally. I told you I have a meal plan, but I am,
Okay.
if I see a cookie and I want to eat a cookie, I'm not going to beat myself up about it.
No, but have just one, okay? That's it.
So they picked that date because there's a new program. There's a new bar program that's coming out, and they kind of wanted to backtrack from that and do a refresh right before it to kind of cleanse all the stuff from Christmas
Yeah.
and the holidays and all that
They're
stuff
doing
in your body.
Yeah.
So that way, then they do the 3-day refresh, and then they're like, boom, ready to get into this brand new program. And they just pick the date after the new year. So that's why the date is set there. It's not like I'm just gonna go crazy until January.
Until then, no, not at all.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
it's just
January
like once I start a program, I feel like right now I'm kind of in limbo a little bit with programs. I mean, I'm doing 21-day fix, but my mindset, I think because of all the holidays, it's not like 100% in like I normally would be. Like
Yeah.
the bar program, when we start the 13th, I'm going to be on track. Like my goal is to be 100% on track for that whole.
Well, I
Yeah.
got a Fit for Life scale for Christmas. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that.
Mm-mm.
And when I did my weight today, it's 170. Like it's the same as it's been. I've lost 40 pounds. Joelle?
Yes.
I've lost 43 pounds since last January.
Oh wow.
But when I looked at my BMI, just because I lost the weight and people were like, you look so good because, whatever. I'm like, I looked at my BMI and I looked at like my muscle, like it's not good. Like just because I lost the weight and stuff, my fat to like whatever ratio is not good at all. Like I still have a lot of, I mean, I don't know if it's like super accurate because it's an app and it's a scale. Like I don't know how accurate it is, but it's like 34% of me is body fat. That's not good. You're supposed to be like 24% or 25 or 30 maybe for my age or something like that. But I'm just like,
But
so
you have to take into consideration you don't have your befores. You don't have your information from a year ago, and it probably is down a lot from a year ago. I know it's not the spot that you want to
yes,
be, but you
I
can
didn't
still
think
keep
of that.
progressing from. I'm sure a year ago it was higher.
Yeah, it might have been. I'm just like, it makes me nervous. Like so now my new goal, even though I'm 168 to 170, like I want to be 150. Like, and I want to really try to, that's 20 pounds. That's another 20 pounds on top of the 43 I already lost. So, and everyone's like, oh, you'd be so skinny, but it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what else I can do to get, like, I have to stop. Yeah, I have to stop eating the fat stuff and the sugar. So,
But also don't focus on that scale. Like you said, like maybe your goal shouldn't be, maybe your goal should be the body mass one. Is that what it was?
mm-hmm.
So maybe it's just toning, or maybe you change different weight, maybe more reps with lower weight to burn the fat. Like I don't know, maybe look into like
Yeah.
I'm not
That.
100% on that. I don't know that information exactly, like what you could do to be burning more fat, or toning more.
I need to, because I'm like, that's a high rate. That's a high percentage. And it says high, it says you are obese.
But I also feel like that doctor scale is so off. Like
Yes.
for me, I'm on like the high end of what I should be, and I'm like, really? Like I feel like sometimes I turn to the side, like because I have no butt. Like I like disappear when I turn to the side.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not normal, you have to consider, like, you've given to a child, like, your body is not going to be like a 18-year-old
Yeah.
person kind of a thing. So you have to give yourself grace with that, too.
Yeah. I don't know.
Something I
It's just
find,
everything.
We have less than 1 minute. It's going to just warning you. It's going to just cut off when the timer is up. It's only a
I'll
40
take
minute.
a picture if you want.
Oh, take a picture really quick. It's going to cut off. Maya, yay. I love that you came on, Joelle.
Okay.
Okay. It's going to just chop off in a second. What were you going to say, Mom?
no, I was just going to say that in the beginning, I lost the weight and I was thinking, oh, I'm so skinny now. But now I thought I was huge. Now I feel like I'm huge because I'm like plateauing. Now I feel like I'm starting the whole process over again. I want to just keep going. That's it.
But I think it's also important when you find yourself plateauing to try different things. Like you're saying, maybe that's not the sugars at night, like you admittedly be like, I love donuts at night.
Not
So
me.
maybe maybe it'll go to only having donut holes in the house and only having one. I know that that's something that's continually going to be.
Mhm.
So just try to work on those like little things progress when you get to those plateaus.
Right,
Or water. We should do a water challenge.
yeah.
I drank so much water today. I was peeing I was like, I have to. Like, I have those